Hello, everybody. Yes, you're looking at, don't rub your eyes. It is the three of us together. We never were apart, but in the last 4 years, probably not as much. But we went to a lot of webinars together, but we talk all the time. And we started off together and we're back together and we're planning on being together anyway. When this thing gets rocking and rolling, you will definitely see us, probably our back ends, because we're going to be on the move. Anyway, I'm going to turn over to Dan and say hello, and he can turn it over to Mike.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. It's great to be here. I haven't been on in a while, and it's just great to be on with everybody. It's also great to see, of course, my two cool hearts in crime, Mike and Marty, but it's great to see Marty in particular gaining strength and looking great, and I love seeing him in that chair again. And pretty soon he's going to be clicking on all cylinders. I know that, his body's been through a lot, and it takes time. It takes time to heal, and he's doing the right things, and it's just a real blessing to see him back in the saddle. So looking forward to this. It's exciting. And Mike, take it away.
Yeah. No, thanks, Dan. Hopefully my internet connection is okay and everybody can hear me. I'll have a few things to say today. Hopefully it'll bring a little value to everybody. Marty, the theme of this is ethics, really. Honest, ethical, and clean, which is what Mr. Muffar has been for the last 8 years. So a pretty easy webinar for Dan, Marty, and I. But I think we'll bring you some insights that maybe you haven't thought about, and some value as we're waiting for Mr. Muffar to come out and chat with us. Go ahead, Marty.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. Over the weekend, I want to keep everybody in mind, there was 2 webinars, the OTech Pros and Heroes. Both were very, very good. I just put them in the chat. You click on those, you can watch them later. Very good. And I made many, many small clips from each one, from Mike Ellis to all the tech guys, everyone, important things that came out. What hit me the most was clean and ethical. And Mike brought it up. And I thought, with AI, the power of AI, if it's in the wrong hands, it can make a mess. Trust me. I'm learning just enough about it now that there's a part of me that says, whoa, we got to watch this closely. We really need to watch this closely. I'm going to play a little video I put together with some of the information that I gathered, and I hope you'll find it interesting. Hold on one second. Here we go.
The world is changing, and so is power. Artificial intelligence is no longer the future, it's the present. But with great power comes great responsibility. AI can heal, it can build, it can uplift millions, if we guide it with integrity. But in the wrong hands, it can divide, deceive, and destroy. We must demand AI that serves humanity, not manipulate it. AI that respects life, that honors privacy, that uplifts the forgotten. No matter the cost, no matter the pressure, we follow what is right. Because clean and ethical AI isn't just good technology, it's a moral stand, a global mission, a future worth fighting for. The time to choose is now. Because clean and ethical AI isn't just good technology, it's a moral stand, a global mission, a future worth fighting for. Stand for clean and ethical AI, because the future of humanity depends on it. This is our motto. Join us today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share, and make a comment.
I know that's something slapped together, but truthfully, it's pretty powerful. And if you remember, some companies that were multi-billion-dollar companies that were shut down because they were not ethical. Back in 2008, there was a company called Enron. It failed. Why did it fail? Massive account fraud. He had billions of dollars in debt, balance sheets. Collapsed in 2001. 20,000 employees lost their job. Inflating profits that weren't there. Really, that's what they did. Lehman Brothers, same thing. Investment banking, failure, reason, risky mortgage practices, misleading investors about financial health. Filed for bankruptcy in 2008, triggered a global financial crisis. Why? Because they were huge. Lesson, greedy, reckless leading without transparency is catastrophic. Deeron, same thing. Volkswagen, years ago, they got in big trouble because they were lying about the emission cheating scandal. Installed software to cheat the pollution test. Paid over $30 billion in fines and lost public trust. Manipulating regulation may give short-term gains, but long-term disaster. Wells Fargo created millions of fake accounts to make sales targets. So in other words, hey, you need to meet this target. And I said, okay, let's just make up accounts. Find CEO regulation, long-term and brand damage. Unethical pressure on employees to lead to systematic fraud. Forever 21. Reason for implosion, practice supplier violations, bankruptcy 2019, backlash, poor brand image. It happens all the time. And it always comes from one thing, greed. And they're not ethical. It's never good enough. The beauty of our CEO, we don't know where we're going. My imagination is we're going to Emerald City and some. Okay, that's what I believe. But because he's not running off of how much can I make, we're never going to have to worry about the greed. Ethical, he's ethical. You don't even have to question it. So I'm talking to people out there looking at this for the first time. AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's not coming. It's here. It's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And I would say, if I was coming online for the first time in my life right now, and I wanted to look at a way to create an income, a long-term income, I would try to find a company that was ethical. They are AI. You have a CEO that cares about the people, uplifting humanity, AI with heart. I'm there. So this might be something you want to look at. I'm telling you, I've been around the block. I'm 65 years old. I've been doing this a long, long time. And if you could find a man that his vision is to uplift humanity, do everything ethical and clean, this is the place to be. I believe that with all my heart. I'm going to turn it over to Dan.
Oh, thanks, Marty. Well, I'd like to start off a little bit here by reminding everybody that there's just absolutely nothing God can't do if we trust him with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. In all our ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight our path. And I honestly believe that he's directing an exciting new path here for all of us. And we know we're in the right place at the right time when everyone from Mr. Mufara to Marty, Chris, Mike, and this entire community that we have here have put God first. I know Mr. Mufara has, I know Marty has, I know Mike has. And when we do that, we can't fail. So that being said, this is a very exciting time, and I agree with both what Marty and Mike said over the weekend regarding being patient and not spreading false speculation on what you think might be true. I'm getting a lot of that. If you look at Tanya and Hassan's on our Facebook group and look at the post that you get, it's a little bit of tough love, it's blunt, and it's to the point. But I'm getting a lot of those same type of messages. And it's people that are taking a and update news and ready to quit their job over something that they just aren't putting any common sense into. So there's a lot of false speculation out there, and unfortunately, there are many people who have opinions that are false. So they're using their imagination to spread rumors that just aren't true. And the bottom line is, like Marty said, they don't know. We don't know, but we will in a very short period of time. And we just have to be patient, and we will know when the time is right. So there are people that really think this is it really kind of bothers me. We've gone over this time and time again, that people think this is a get-rich-quick company, and they're entitled to this life-changing income automatically without doing anything. My question to them would be, all right, how many customers do you have lined up to purchase an unknown product with an unknown commission structure? You don't know. We don't know the details of what's going on. So please wake up and be patient. And do take Tanya, that was an awesome post you made. It was very, very good. It said everything. And people just have to take a step back, take a chill pill, and take a look at this kind of stuff. We are all unique, and we all tend to use our own imaginations and run wild when we hear news. And that's a good thing. I mean, gosh, all of us sitting here have our imaginations. I just imagine all these wonderful things that are going to be happening. But we have to come back to earth and face the reality that this is a business. And this is a business that's being totally restructured. And it takes a ton of work. And we have to trust the process and not jump to conclusions that could lead us to making the wrong personal and business decisions in our life for the short term. So we have to take responsibility for our own business. And this is a business. This is your business. And we have to get our heads developed. We have to develop a work ethic that's better than the one we currently have. And only you know what your work ethic is. Think of ways you can improve yourself and be more productive. What habits do you have currently that haven't worked out so well for you that you might be able to change? How can you improve? Are you gaining knowledge? Marty's talking about this AI knowledge. He didn't do it without really putting an effort into gaining the knowledge and understanding what it was. How can and ask yourself how you can increase your value to others in the areas of your faith, your family, and your work. And finally, for me, don't get intimidated. Don't get intimidated. Just stay focused and maintain the loyalty and belief that you always have had with this company. And I believe that we're going to receive more updates with more steps that we need to take that will be very clear. And even I will be able to follow them. I honestly believe that it's going to be that simple. Marty has talked about that before. Yeah, your grandmother could do it. I'm not a techie, but I know that I can follow steps. And I'm going to see if I can do it. But I honestly believe that this is such a professional company that I will be able to follow those steps. So let's put on our mature professional business hats and take this exciting process one step at a time. And these steps, believe it or not, are getting closer and closer together, and it's going to be fun. So we have, with what we're doing right now, we have some incredible topics to discuss, and they're unlimited, what we can discuss. And we can have some productive discussions to motivate one another. And in this process, I'd like to just have everybody we want to be just like Mr. Mufara. And when I say that, I mean, let's develop some thick skin with a soft heart. I heard that quote and it just hit me. Thick skin. Look, we need to, not be so sensitive about things. Develop that thick skin like he has, but maintain that soft heart. Turn it back over to you guys. Who's next? Mike? Marty?
Yeah, let's let the cat out of the bag. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I don't come in and out, guys, but I'm just going to get going and I'm going to go. When we talk about AI does not have a moral base. Absolutely does not have a moral base. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. But what we have is someone who has a tremendous moral base. That's Ash Mufareh, and he's got a heart to serve. And because of that, when we look at the tool of AI, we know that with the company that's coming out, it's going to be used in the right way, honest, clean, and ethical. There's no doubt about it. So as we start to look about where we are, and I've thought about this the last couple of days, um, I, I, I I thought to myself, why do people come and listen to Marty, Dan, and Mike? Why do you listen to us? Well, we've been doing this a very, very long time. And hopefully you come and listen to us so you get a little insight into what's coming, what your business is going to look like. And I think it's really important that people don't spend an effort on things that they can't do anything about. A lot of people, most of the people I talk to, all that they can think about is win, 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 and it really is the wrong question. We can't control when, and Mr. Mufareh, he's gonna do what he's gonna do as quickly as he can. I have no doubt about that, and I think we're closer than probably anybody knows. But I think a more pertinent question, and I know you think about this, but you should think about it a little bit more. Dan talked about this is a business. It is absolutely 100%. Why are we here? We're here. We want to take care of our bottom line. We want to be able to take care of ourselves, our family, our kids, our community, that kind of thing. And to do that, you have to build an income, period. I think when Mr. Mufareh comes out with phase 2, it's going to be pretty exciting. But I would rather have you think about that first step. What's your first step? Dan's right. You're not going to be a millionaire in a week and a half. It's not going to happen. That's not what this company is about. It's not what it's built on. But you can think about what will be a major impact in your life monetarily, whatever that number is. For some people, it's $200. For some people, it's $1,000. For some people, it's a little bit more. But if you think about that number and then you listen to us, we're gonna give you a pretty good idea on how to get there. And I'll give you an example. Phase 1, I could tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Okay? Phase 1. I don't know anything about phase 2, so I can't tell you about phase 2. But in phase 1, I think both Marty and Dan could give you a pretty good idea of what was necessary in order for you to build an online income and make it significant for you and your family. And significant, again, it's different from person to person. I would start to think about what's that initial number that I need to get to. And then I can tell you, and this is me speaking, I don't know if Dan or Marty would say this. When I hear what Mr. Mufareh has to say, I'm going to have a pretty good idea on what you need to do, how you need to do it, and when you need to do it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to do it for you, but I think we're going to be able to give you some pretty good guidance because of what Mr. Mufareh is going to be sharing. When we think about this business and we think about Mr. Mufareh, the vision hasn't changed. His heart hasn't changed. He still wants to help people get over that hurdle. He still wants to level the playing field. And although we don't have anything to say about phase 2, that's okay. I know when he comes out and he starts talking about it, it's going to be stellar. And he has told us it's going to be better than you can imagine. Well, as Marty said, I've got a pretty good imagination, and I know you all do too. But anytime you can come in, level the playing field, and then have the help that this community has, and it's not just myself and Marty and Dan. There are a lot of people out there that they really have good hearts. They're here to help. And as we learn more about what's coming, there are going to be things in there that I absolutely believe that, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe this. I absolutely believe we will change lives. Maybe I'll change 1 or 2 or 3. Some people never change a life in their whole life for the better, not the worse, the better. And if you can do that, I can show you a way that changing one life changes your whole outlook, changes your whole life, it changes the way you think. It really does. So as we sit here and chat with you, both of these guys have tremendous insight. They've been doing this a long time. They're all older than I am. and and they're going to have some really, really great insight for everybody, as will I. We're in a really terrific place right now. I wouldn't change the way things happened. And I'll turn it back over to Marty, but I got one other thing to say. You can build a brand, and when you build a brand, you build it by drops. It takes a long time. It does not happen overnight. Marty, Dan, and I, we've been working on this for over a decade. It's drop by drop by drop. But if you're not honest, clean, and ethical, as Marty talked about these companies, you lose that branding in buckets. And once you start to lose it, you can't get it back. Mr. Mufara, he understands all of this. He's not going to do anything to jeopardize not only his future, but our future. And that's why when I say we're in a really, really good place, we're with someone that understands how to do this stuff better than most, probably better than most people that are out there. So just stay tuned in, stay engaged, start thinking about where you want to be. And then hopefully we can start filling in some of the questions you have, how to get there. And that's really where we all want to be. And I think that's coming, as I said, quicker than anybody thinks. Marty, back over to you. Hopefully you could hear me.
No, it was perfect. Your connection was fine. No problem at all. I want people to keep in mind, if we take care of the least of us, and they can change their lives, that will be nothing but pressure up that all of our lives would change automatically, not counting what we're doing on top of that. So think about that. Think about, the billions of people that make $2 a day. Think about the millions and billions of people that, if you could make it possible for them to make an extra $200 a month. Now, we always look at it from our eyes, from the United States, Canada, UK, but reality is most of the world doesn't have quite that view. And I believe on passive, or this company, whatever it might be, will give that view possibility to anybody that decides to be involved. I believe that with all my heart. So, and that, you can't beat that. And like Mike said, if I could change one life, 2 lives, 3 lives, how many lives do people really change? Let's face the facts. Most people die and never really lived. They had dreams, they had hopes, and they died with them. Some people had dreams and hopes and money and didn't really get what they wanted. There was that something was missing. And what better thing than to build an income by helping others, uplifting humanity. It's just, I can't think of anything better. I can't think of the wonder why God would love this company. I believe with all my heart, because it was focused on that type of thing. We are our brother's keeper. Like Dan said, we're not going to do it for you. But I guarantee there's a lot of sharp people out there, or women or men, that are carrying baskets on their head, walking miles and miles for water. You show them a couple buttons and what they need to do. And even if they get together as a family in a cafe somewhere where they have computer, and it's over. It's over, because once the revenue comes in, remember, a little bit goes a long ways in most of these countries. It's life changing, and we're the door. We're the one with the baton. We're the one that's going to hand it off. We got to be ready. But here's the thing, like Mike and Dan said, you got to be ready. I hear people saying and asking and questioning certain things, then you're not ready. You're just not even near. Because like it or not like it, it's going to be something like, go. What? Well, you have to tell me twice. Call my big behind secretariat. I will be out of there. I will be out of there. Because I've already planned in my head, I want to go quick. Why? I spent the last 8 weeks thinking I was going to die. And every minute was an hour. No joke. And they took forever, and healthcare sucks. And if you don't have money, you're just a number. I'm thinking about the people I met there now, are laying in the bed, looking up the ceiling. Nobody's visiting them. I want to get back and try to help that thing. I think I was put there on purpose. So that's another thing I want to be part of. Something's got to give. It's not right. It shouldn't matter how big your bank account is, how well you're treated. Anyway, I got another clip I wanted to play. And this is AI news for today, July 7th.
Welcome to your AI headline news for July 7th, 2025. Let's dive into the biggest stories shaping the future of technology today. The FDA has just launched Elsa, an AI assistant that helps speed up food recalls by automating inspections and label checks. Faster safety, powered by AI. Google's Gemini is gaining momentum with Logan Kilpatrick, once known as Logan GPT, leading the charge in AI engagement. The EU has delayed its AI compliance guide until the end of the year, leaving businesses uncertain about upcoming regulations. European publishers are fighting back, filing complaints over Google's AI summaries that they say are killing website traffic. A shocking $25 million was stolen in a deepfake video call scam. AI-powered fraud is on the rise. Stay alert. Cloudflare is taking a stand, blocking AI crawlers by default and letting sites charge bots for content access. In the UK, Channel 4 is testing fully AI-generated ads on its streaming service, making ad creation faster and cheaper. Microsoft is rolling out Copilot across Windows and the cloud, bringing AI into productivity tools like never before. Samsung is set to unveil new foldables and Galaxy AI tech tomorrow. Could a trifold phone be coming? Finally, in Singapore, researchers are using AI to discover new materials, cutting R&D time from years to months. That's your AI roundup for July 7th. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the future is unfolding faster than ever.
Anyway, that's what I got. Dan, do you have anything you want to say?
I just, along the lines of what you guys were just talking about, I just said, just imagine your hopes and your dreams becoming a reality very soon, and leaving. Just think about the legacy that you'll be able to leave, and not only enjoying everything in your life, now, but having a lasting impact on the lives of others who are less fortunate. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about taking care of our bottom line, but then, but having the mindset of being selfless and giving, and that's the most rewarding thing that we can have. Mike?
Yeah, Dan. Listening to Marty, I remembered a program I saw not too long ago, and it's not an isolated event, and the whole topic was the individuals in that country, their work, and how much they were making. And I think it was Somalia. I'm not quite sure, but I think it was Somalia. And there's no jobs there, absolutely no jobs whatsoever. And these individuals, they'll go to work for just about nothing, just to bring in a little bit of money to them and their families. And the average monthly income for their family was $60. That's monthly income. Now, that is not isolated. If you look around the world, the numbers change, but people still have a hard time trying to make ends meet. And when you start to think about what products are going to be coming to us very, very shortly, at least based on the past, I know Mr. Mufara, he doesn't base, when he comes into the market, he doesn't base a product off of want, but he bases it off of need. And if you need something and it's terrific technology, above market value at a lower price point, just think about this. And you think about the people around the world and what they're making. Our market is staggering. And when you think about the market, when you think about the products, when you think about putting this in front of people, it's just a no-brainer. And it doesn't matter whose content you use, whether it's phase 2 content or Marty's or Dan's or mine. There will be good quality content out there that you can get in front of people. And when people see that their lives can change in a really, really positive way, and it has a major impact on what they do and how they do it, can you imagine $60 a month? And these people could not make it. I mean, they're just scraping by. They are so frugal, you can't even imagine it. And of course, they don't like their situation, but because there's nothing out there yet, what are they going to do? Well, that yet is about to change, and it's about to change in a very, very major way. And each and every one of us that are engaged and are moving forward with Mr. Mufara, it's a big deal, guys. And believe me, over time, and again, this doesn't happen overnight. Branding usually takes between 9 and 10, 12 years. But with what Mr. Mufara is bringing out, levels the playing field and gives you the ability over time, maybe it's a year, 2, 3, where you get to that place where you're really taking care of your financial bottom line. And I can tell you, when I first started online, if someone would have told me in 3 or 4 or 5 years, I would be in a position where I didn't have to worry about finances, I would have been jumping for joy, because I've been here a lot longer than 5 years. So we don't know quite yet how long it's going to take. But I think when Mr. Mufara comes out and starts explaining things to us, we'll have a pretty good idea. And obviously, Marty and Dan, they're not afraid to tell you what they think, and neither am I. So keep watching. I think it's going to be very, very interesting in the days to come, days and weeks to come. And we'll have more for you, guaranteed. Marty, go ahead.
Fantastic. I got a short clip. This clip is something that I believe we're all looking forward to, and it's called True Time Freedom.
Imagine waking up, not to an alarm clock, but to freedom. No boss, no 9 to 5, just you, owning every second of your day. This isn't a dream. It's called True Time Freedom. Work when you want, travel wherever you want, be with who you want, and live with purpose. Because time isn't money, time is life. And when you control your time, you control your destiny. It's not just freedom, it's true time freedom. Thank you for watching.
Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Dan will be here when he can. We're going to run Monday to Saturday. We're not going to have lives on Sunday right now. That could change. If things change, we'll change. But right now, that's enough. We'll go till Saturday. And thank you, everybody. Any input you have, obviously, send an email to Mike or Dan or myself. We're always looking for different stuff that people want to know or what they feel. And maybe if we can help, we want to help. Anyway, we'll see you all